welcome to Next Level, our brand new gaming show where each episode will be joined by a host of YouTubers, streamers and pro gamers. We'll also be taking a look at upcoming game releases, bringing you all the gossip from the hottest gaming events, reviewing the latest gaming products, and we'll put our guests head to head in our Next Level challenge, which will test their nerves, ability and general all-round awesomeness. But first, let's meet our guests, and with the great honour of being Next Level's very first studio guest, we have streamers Rage Darling and Morph with his rather glorious moustache. Thank you very much for both coming in today.
It's lovely to be here, thank you.
I hope you're both suitably excited to be our first ever guests.
Overwhelmingly excited.
How does it feel, Rage?
I'm really excited. I can't wait.
Well, you'll be sticking with us throughout the show and looking at some awesome products and releases, as well as taking part in our Next Level challenge. But first, let's find out a little bit more about you. And Morph, I have it on good authority, which apparently you didn't actually know until today, that you are currently ranked the second most popular Dead by Daylight streamer in the UK, and in fact 9th in the whole wide world. How does that feel?
It feels interesting. I didn't know this. It's nice to know how well I'm doing, but I want that #1 spot.
Okay, the pressure is on. We will watch you with beady eyes. And Rage, how long have you been streaming for?
Just 2 years this month, actually. So it's my 2nd year anniversary streaming in January. So
happy streaming birthday! And
Thank
you're also
you.
into cosplay as well, aren't you? Any other interesting facts we should know about you?
I've been cosplaying Tracer for 1.5 years, and I've taken her nearly to every UK convention.
Amazing.
Yeah, she seems pretty popular.
Awesome. So you guys are certainly some interesting characters. Let's find out a little bit more about your streaming lives. So 2018, if we take a little look back, we'll start with you, Morph. Which did you find was the most popular game with your viewers?
My most popular game outside of my main game, Dead by Daylight, was definitely God of War. Very expected, huge expected release, probably the biggest release of the year, and it really delivered. I was very impressed with it. Okay,
lots of interaction from people. What are the sorts of comments you were getting on there?
Yeah, because people are so excited about the game. It's got a really very interesting combat system, and it's just based in fantastic storylines, so you're immediately immersed into the game, and it just sits very well with the viewers. They can sit back and watch it as if it's a movie unfolding in front of their face with the interaction on top of it.
Excellent. What about you, Rage? Were you same game, something else? What was it for you? What was a favourite with viewers?
A favourite with viewers, it doesn't matter whether it was last year, this year, the year before, it's always Overwatch. Overwatch seems to be so popular, and I love playing it on stream and off stream, so it's a game that I can play on stream just as well as I play off stream. And people love it because there's a community aspect of it. People can come and play custom games with me, or I can like try hard on it and do competitively, which I kind of suck at, but my viewers don't know that, so we'll keep it secret.
Just let the cat out of the bag. We'll brush over that. So that was your viewers' favourite. What about your personal favourite, Rage? What do you most like playing?
I like playing World of Warcraft. Like, I've been a die-hard World of Warcraft fan all of my life, since I was a little girl. And Battle for Azeroth came out last year, which was the brand new expansion for World of Warcraft, and I played that. I resubscribed a couple of weeks before the expansion dropped. I leveled up just in time for the new expansion, and then I was playing it non-stop for a month with all of my friends on stream. So it was really cool. Like they've dropped a new cinematics. We learned a lot more about this character called Jaina, who is a badass mage, and love her. She's so cool. And yeah, they dropped all of this like lore and storyline on her, and it was so cool. It was so immersive, and
I can see the excitement and enthusiasm. What about you? What's your favourite game to play?
My favourite game to play of last year was probably Detroit Become Human. It's a kind of a point-and-click storyline game where it has quick-time events, and any decision you make will impact the ending. There are multiple ways to get to different endings, and you can play like an achievement game where you want to get the good ending or the bad ending, but you can also play with your viewers. You can either be the bad guy, the good guy. You can let someone they love die or let someone they hate live. And very fantastic interactive experience. Really enjoyed it.
I need to mention Black Ops 4, Call of Duty Black Ops 4. That came out in November, and I think everybody got it. All my friends got it, and we have been addicted to Blackout, which is the new BR Battle Royale mode that came out. It kind of took me away from PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds for a little bit because of the different kind of like equipments and things that you had on it. It was so fun, but I've kind of slithered back into PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds now. It's like gripped me back a little bit. But another one which I loved playing when it released was Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Okay.
I saw that back in EGX in 2017 on the PlayStation Access stage, and I fell in love with it straight away, and I couldn't remember the name of the title. So I went back and I tried to find the name of the title, and I finally found it, and I was tracking it up until its release. And I got into touch with the developers, and they are such a lovely team. They told me all about it, the CGI work they did. Yeah, so it's a medieval game based in Bohemian, and you just play one guy and he travels around the kingdom, and there's like a need system, so you've got to feed him, you've got to water him, he's got to sleep, he has relationships, and whatever you do to the NPCs will impact your gameplay, similar to kind of like Detroit Become Human. In a sense, whatever you do in the game will affect the storyline. So yeah, I love games like that. So yeah.
Amazing, what a nice story to it as well. Okay, let's find out a little bit more about you both as streamers. We're going to start with you, Morph. Tell us when you got started. Was it something? Was like a hobby? Where are you now? Let's find out how you got into it.
I've been streaming for just over 2 years. From day one, I decided to go full time, just absolutely go at it. A friend had told me about a game called Dead by Daylight, and I couldn't resist. I gave it a go, and since I've begun it, I've just become completely obsessed with the game. I built my entire audience around the game. I work with the game developers, and it's been a fantastic experience. The game is it provides content in itself. It's constant action. There's a fear element to it, a horror element to it.
Quite gory, isn't it?
It's a little bit gory when you first start the game, but once you really get into it, the gore becomes background noise, and it's more about things you can do in the game and things you can learn to defeat your opponents.
And you are now King Dead by Daylight.
Apparently I'm almost. Apparently I'm
nearly
the
there.
prince, but soon I'll
There's
be
some
there.
homework for you there.
Yes.
Homework there. And we'll come to you as well. How did you get into streaming, Rage?
Well, I started doing YouTube years and years ago, and I wanted to do gaming content. But as soon as I tried to give everyone my gaming content on YouTube, people were like, no, we don't like this, because they went from watching me dye my hair to all of a sudden playing a game.
It's a bit of a leap.
Yeah, and they just didn't like it. And then someone told me, like, hey, there's this website called Twitch where you can just hit the button and play video games. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. I did it back in August in 2016 on an AMD PC that cost me 250 quid. Could not do that. It just wouldn't run. So I gave up and I started again in January 2017, and I just have been riding the boat the whole time. Like, so many cool opportunities have come from streaming. Like cosplay, like I mentioned earlier, has come from Overwatch and things like that, and I'm kind of just enjoying my time as a part-time streamer.
Okay, let's take a look ahead to 2019, and there's some awesome releases on the way. You've picked out 2. Let's start with you, Morph. You have gone for Man of Medan by Supermassive Games is one of yours. Tell us more.
It is a lot like Detroit Become Human. It's made by the same people who made a game called Untitled Dawn. It's kind of a supernatural horror game. The premise of the game is there are a group of friends who go out on a boat into the ocean to explore a shipwreck. They go deep sea diving, and the game kind of unfolds. It's all decision making and quick time events again, so if you make a mistake, someone might die or someone might live again, and it looks fantastic. Until Dawn is one of everyone's favourite games of all time, so it's highly anticipated. I also had a chance to play it at Gamescom and also at EGX, so I'm very much looking forward to that one.
Ace. I watched the trailer, and again, it's quite scary. I don't know if I'd be able to do that
It's
one,
intense.
but there you go. And you also picked out The Last Night. Tell us more about that.
Last Night is hopefully going to come out this year. It is a 2D kind of side-scrolling game in a 3D world. It follows a character called Charlie. Charlie lives in an augmented city, and he has problems, and he's offered an opportunity to help with his problems. And it's kind of very cyberpunky, but the art of the game just looks incredible, and it's directed by Tim Sorrett, and he's just a very, very intelligent, very driven man. He doesn't seem to have the oppression that big-time companies put on games anymore. So it feels like it's going to be a real piece of art, and I'm looking forward to it.
Amazing. And Rage, you picked out 2 titles. Start with the fun one, Animal Crossing. Why have you picked that one out?
Woo!
I like the look of that one, by the way. That's more where I'm at.
Yeah. Animal Crossing's a personal favourite of mine. I remember playing it on the Wii back in like 2012, after school. Oh, that's really showing my age, isn't it? I would come home and I'd play Animal Crossing. I'd sit there in front of my telly and like collect my bells for Tom Nook and pay off my mortgage for my house.
All whilst being at school. Skills.
Yeah. So that's, I mean, Animal Crossing is a bit of downtime. I've been playing Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. It came out in 2012 on my phone, 2017 on my phone since. Trying to like grasp some kind of like Animal Crossing memory, nostalgia. I need Animal Crossing, and then they finally announced it at E3. It's coming out this year. I'm so excited. Honestly, like so many of us are excited for it. There's not really much to say about it specifically. We know Tom Nook is coming back, so there's a possibility of I'm going to buy another house and pay off another mortgage.
Wow,
I know that's going to happen again.
Real life.
But yeah, we know that's going to happen. But that's pretty much it. As far as the trailer's concerned, it was just like cute little Tom Nook just sat at his desk, like speaking to you in his Animal Crossing language.
Yeah. I watched it. I was a bit bamboozled.
Yeah, it's a fun downtime game. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It's coming to Switch, which is great because I finally got a Switch, so that means portable gaming. I can go anywhere and pay off my mortgage.
There you go, love it. All in a day's work. And other end of the spectrum, you've gone for Crackdown 3.
Yeah, so back in 2010 on the Xbox 360, I'd played Crackdown 2 again, like after school, with my mates, and it was a fun multiplayer game that I used to play. And when I heard the Crackdown 3 was being released, I was really excited for it because I'm hoping that they're going to kind of bring the nostalgia I remember from Crackdown 2 and put it into Crackdown 3 and like better upgraded graphics and new ways to play it and stuff like that. So yeah, Crackdown 3 is definitely on my lookout list for this year.
We've had some awesome products already released or showcased at CES. You've had the chance to take some home and unbox. Tell us what you've been looking at. Rage, we'll start with you. So I had a look at the Elgato Key Light, which is a new like big light for streamers. So I think, Morph, you can back me up on this one, lighting is quite key for streamers. Yep. A lot of us think of lighting last. They think audio first or video first and then lighting kind of last. So what Elgato has done is to reminded us that lighting is actually quite vital, and they've released this new key light, which is essentially a portable light which you can control on your Stream Deck, which is so easy and it's portable. It comes with a desk clamp as well, so you can pretty much situate it at any part of your desk. And like I said, you can control it on the Stream Deck, and it has different tones. So if you want like a white tone or a yellow tone, you can easily control it with a button and turn it off, turn it on, and then control the brightness. So yeah, I had to play with it on stream, and I unboxed it on stream, and I had quite a lot of people actually came in to have a look because it's Elgato's brand new product, and they were asking me a lot of questions about it, and yeah, they're quite interested in it, and it's been a good product. One to watch, and it doesn't get hot as well, which is another
no,
good selling
you can
point,
touch it after like a couple of hours, and it doesn't hurt. It's LEDs behind it, so yeah.
And you don't get hot and sweaty and shiny, which is not a good look either,
Yeah,
is it?
no.
You've also, both of you, had a chance to take a look at some new mice which have been released. Tell us about those.
I had a look at an M65 Corsair mouse. It's a very nice mouse, it's very well built. Probably my favourite thing about the entire thing is it has a weighted system beneath it, so you can unscrew the weights and you can set it to a comfortable weight so you can control it perfectly. It has an insane amount of DPI, I think it's up to 18,000, so you can become a really minute wrist player or a huge arm player. It's for the small-handed kind of gamer, I'd say. My hand didn't quite have the support, but very nice built piece of kit.
One to look at, you were impressed?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Rage, you've taken a look at some new mice as well?
Yeah, I looked at the Iron Claw, which, funny enough, I said to him earlier...
I think we could have switched.
Yeah, we should have switched
honestly.
it. I should have given him the Iron Claw to look at, because the Iron Claw is specifically built for people with, like, not overly large palms, but people with big hands.
Careful.
I mean, compared to you.
I could see you being
Okay.
there.
I mean, for me, like, I could tell it's a big mouse,
Yeah.
so it's for big-handed people.
Larger-handed players.
Yeah, large-handed players. There's a lot of like area of grip and stuff like that, and the buttons as well. You can obviously I don't know the technical term for this, but you can use the buttons further up the mouse. It's got a lot of like sensitivity and response rate, so it doesn't matter what kind of like gamer you are. If you're like a claw or if you're like any of the other mice. kind of thing. I'm
Okay.
trying to say this without offending you.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
You know what I mean,
I like
right?
the technical terms.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's a good mouse, and I was really surprised by the price of it as well. Having been more experienced in like Razer stuff, I'm completely new to Corsair prices. So when I actually had a look and saw how much the mouse was, I was quite surprised. Yeah. Another one that surprised me was the Harpoon Wireless as well, which I tried out. I did have a Harpoon years ago, and I tried out this Harpoon Wireless, and I love it. It's so good. It's so compact as well for like laptop users. It's quite a cute little mouse to use. It's completely different to the Iron Claw. Like the Iron Claw's big and the Harpoon's TG.
We got that. I like his face. Okay. And also, we talked about CS a little bit there, where some of these products were showcased. Nvidia also made an announcement. They released a mobile version of their latest RTX 2060 cards, which means we've seen a whole raft of brand new gaming laptops featuring these high-powered cards. Has anything caught your eye specifically?
The Asus Zephyros, can't say it properly.
Zephyrus. It's a tongue twister, isn't it?
I nailed it. It looks absolutely fantastic. Like it says, it has the graphics card in case. It also has an 8-core i7 CPU. And it's all housed in like a very small 15.7-inch body, which is just incredible, being slimlined. 17-inch screen, 144 Hz, which is pretty much what I have on my main streaming PC at home. So, very excited about that. I want it tomorrow.
If you're watching.
If you're watching. Brilliant piece of kit.
It's a beast. What about you? Any gaming laptops?
The Mothership. Yeah. That was really cool. Mostly because it's basically like a Surface tablet, which I think is crazy because all of the components are housed behind the screen, which I believe is the first ever gaming PC to do that.
I think so.
The keyboard's detachable, which at first seems like, why would you want a gaming laptop that does that, right? But then it makes sense. What overheats on a laptop? The vents. Where? Why? Because they're situated usually on your laps and you start to burn your legs, or in a case like me, you put a pillow underneath it and then burn the pillow. So in this case, when it does get overheated...
Not ever gaming with you.
Yeah, if it ever does overheat, you can just detach the keyboard and then pop it on and make it stand up itself, so the vents are, well, they vent out and they get the right kind of circulation for the laptop. So that was really interesting. At first I was like, why do we need that? But then when I started like looking into it a bit more, I realised it's actually got some upsides to it.
It's a cool design. Well, guys, thank you very much for your input on that. Lovely getting to know you. Of course, you're going to be with us throughout the show. We're going to be putting you head to head in a challenge a little bit later on, so stick with us. Okay, it's nearly time for our next level challenge, but first we take a look back at the ESL Battle of the Brands event at the ESL headquarters in aid of special effects, where Scan's pro gaming team took part in the Grudge rematch tournament. Rage, you were actually on Scan's team, weren't you? How was it?
I was. It was really, really intense, surprisingly intense. We thought we had it in the bag. But maybe we did, maybe we didn't.
Oh, there we go. She's teasing us. Well, I'll tell you what, shall we take a look at how we got on?
So we are here today at the ESL studio in Leicester because today Battle of the Brands 2019 is going underway. Now, Battle of the Brands is where 4 major tech companies from the UK go head to head in 5 major video game titles. This is to raise money for Special Effect, who do amazing things for disabled gamers, leveling the player fields out for them and just completely changing their lives. So playing for Scan Pro Gaming today is Anonymous, Senad, Fractures and R2K, and our influencer is myself, Rage Darling. As you can see behind me, the stage is being prepped for the live stream to go live. The teams are readying their banter and the heat is cranking up.
I think I'm playing Black Ops first. That's the first game I'm going to be playing. CSGO is another one I'm playing. That's the one I'm looking forward to most.
I'm really excited for Black Ops. We've done a lot of practice, really confident. We're up against Scan. So I don't want to jinx it, I don't want to say, oh, we're going to wipe the floor with them, and then we don't do that, we do the complete opposite, but I'm confident.
I've never heard of Scan.
To 31. Scan have almost closed us out already, so quick as well off the mark, but such a strong showing.
Yep, there's the 250. That's Scan getting the victory. That's 2-0, and that's them securing themselves those early points here in Battle of the Brands.
I am joined here right now by the Ebuyer lads. We've got Alex, we've got Darius, Lee, obviously JTB and Skidler as well. Darius, coming to you first. This is an amazing matchup against PC Specialist. Are you feeling confident, sir?
Well, yeah, I am feeling confident. I've never played this game, but I'm feeling confident. I think I can do it.
If I'm Scan right now, I'm looking at this and I'm quivering in my boots. I am worried about having to face these boys. I'm hoping I'm facing them in Overcooked, because at the moment, their FPS skills seem to be phenomenal. Yeah, I'll be looking at...
Can Danny get... Oh, yeah, he answered my question before I asked it. He can get plus 40 kills.
Yeah, 2 games in a row, at least 80 kills. Of course, the entire series, and as you can see, PC Specialist, full of joys, huge amount of confidence here, and I think seeing this Scan versus PC Specialist in the final is going to be a good one.
They're trying to break through this wall, but constantly Scan are setting up perfectly in every single hill, blocking every entrance.
I mean, this is a 160-point lead here. I do not see how PC Specialist could bring this back now.
A miracle?
This has been a massacre, let's be honest. Every member on Scan is just performing extremely well. Scan secure their victory and they're 2-0 now.
So we just played Black Ops 4 against PC Specialists. We annihilated them. Like, we had so many more points. So next we have Overwatch, which is 3 versus 3. So it's myself, it's Anonymous, and it's Senad.
I don't really see them getting this.
I mean, they have to kill the Mercy, but how possible is that going to be? Wait, has he got someone? Oh, he got the Roadhog! You're coming down with me, sis, they're going to take the round anyway. Oh, my lord. What is going on? I'm just alive. There it is.
There we go.
It's going to be Scan versus Box, and that's, I reckon I probably would still favour Scan there, but Box had a really, really good fight, so is it going to be close? I think we have a good chance of it. Oh no, and there goes Moira too. I think that's all she wrote as Scan. If they can take down Brigitte, which they will take their second game of the day.
We've just played Overwatch. Thankfully, we won both rounds. Second round, not as close as the first one, so that was a little bit of an anticlimax because in the first one we had to come back from behind. I think we were 3 games down at one point. We came back to win our last 4 to win that one. And then that second one, we only gave away 1 game, so it was a little bit of a walkover.
There's still time, but not much left. Oh, gets the low, but not in range. 1 hit away, a pixel, but no, nothing doing here. Goes down with the 2 bars of meter, and that's going to be a clean 6 rounds in a row from Box. I respect the grab attempt so much, but he just didn't have the range! Oh my God! That was knocked out of the air, and then some split clean in half. And for another time, Box has put in a situation of defense. That's going to connect, that's going to hit, and that will secure PC Specialist as the champions of Soul Calibur 6 with that 3 points that they so desperately needed.
So we just finished up on the 3rd game, Soul Calibur 6. I had to play against PC Specialists, who have actually just won. So I was actually knocked out in the 1st round. It was close though. Probably could have played a bit better, but again, with the heart beating and nerves and stuff like that, it happened. And you know, fair play to PC Specialists on that one.
Next up, we have Counter-Strike. That one, not looking forward to it as much because I'm not really a Counter-Strike player, but I do enjoy being part of the team because my little brother, he's really good. Sam, he's really good. Rams is really good. And then me and Jess are just going to listen to instructions and do as we're told.
We are going to go straight into this game. It seems like Scan will be on this T side and Box will be playing as CT. And it's like I said before, if you get those rounds, those crucial rounds as T and get something off the bat to kind of help him go into CT, then they're going to be in a very good, comfortable position here. That 60-0 is looking pretty good here, and it's going to be CT side for Scan. So we can see what's going to happen here. As you can see now, Box, all 5 members go outside. 1 person does get taken down straight away, Mers, with that first throw. But it looks like they're looking to go straight out to try and get that B plant. Kind of like what Scan did in the first round of the last half, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Already 3 members down, Hacked and Slain. Last members left standing to try and hold it together. Not the case. Slain, 10 HP, gets taken down, and that is 16-0 for Scan. Nice little comfortable match there.
Oh, very comfortable. I think comfortable is an understatement. 16-0 for Scan. Incredible. That means I will be donating 50 to Special Effect as well. The bomb is ticking away. He does not have time to work with. He needs to be quick here. Does find, no, he doesn't. He can't even get the kill. And PC Specialists take it 16-14.
Wow.
And what an important result that is for the grand scheme of the tournament. It means we've got PC Specialist versus Scan in the final. JTB, Jacob the Bear, he's going to be dyeing his hair a particular colour, but we still yet to find out that colour. It's going to be the colours of the tournament winner, but we still don't know. But Scan versus PC Specialist is going to be quite the final. Two very contrasting matches, Harry, a 16-0 and then a 16-14. Zenster has really been the MVP for me. I mean, not just that clutch, but the fact he's just been solid all round. Of course, Fractures has performed well as Rage Darling, but it's R2K who gets the opening kill. He's definitely had some important ones as well, but Benno now clutching up. He needed that kill to get onto site. Bomb is down, 3v3, but in comes Scan. Rage Darling picks up one. Taek responds onto Zenster. That's the important player to go down, but Rage Darling has clutched up already in this game. Can she do it again here against her previous teammates? That's one! She looks for the second, and Zokli is so low, and Rage Darling could put the final nail in the coffin here for Scan if she wants. She doesn't, Fractures does, but she gets the defuse, and Scan wins 16-10, and they will win CSGO here at Battle of the Brands, and they put themselves in such a good position going into Overcooked here, Harry. Oh, definitely. League table-wise, that victory for Scan against the PC Specialist is absolutely massive going into the final game today, and they are definitely favourites to take back-to-back Battle of the Brands titles, which would be quite something.
We've just ended up winning on Counter-Strike. It was a lot closer than we expected, and to be honest, it was a different opponent than we expected. But guidance from Rams, Senad and Sam, we've actually ended up beating them with a couple of games to spare.
I don't know too much about CSGO, so I was following our leader who was telling me where to go and things like that, but sometimes he went quite quiet, and this one particularly round, he died straight away, and I had no idea what to do. So it was me and Mers left on point, and I saw someone come towards me. I shot them. I went to jump over onto this bus and then saw someone else in the corner of my eye, shot them, and then I went and defused the bomb. It was like the total takeover, and I won that round for Scan, so I was pretty proud of that.
Well, it's Overcooked next, Overcooked 2. I've not played it. Jess has played a little bit and so has Rams, so they're going to be taking the reins on that one.
It's looking pretty positive, I reckon we've got this in the bag.
Well, this is a big match as well, because obviously you guys and Scan are at the top there of the leaderboard. If you guys, and this is official, if you guys do not win this first round against Box, you sadly won't be going home crowned as champions, okay? This is a lot of pressure on this situation, okay?
I've got to say, Box, I think they tried to, they flew too close to the sun. They tried to focus so heavily on going on to the opposition's side.
Well, I mean, it's yours to lose, really. How are you feeling? Are you feeling confident on this?
Yeah, very confident.
I mean, it looks really simple. You just cook. So I reckon I'll be all right at it.
Are you a good cook?
No.
Well, then, oh dear. Are you good at this one?
Yeah, I'm great.
Are you?
No.
Okay, good. And you're like a professional super mega gamer, right? You're Mr. Internet, so you're going to smash this?
100%, yeah.
It's all gone to pot. They've fallen in water. They've set things on fire. They've just really struggled. Their tournament's been horrendous. But on the side of Scan, they've been phenomenal. And that means they qualify for the final. It might mean they win the whole tournament. Let's pretend they don't, because they have to go up against PC Specialist.
PC Specialists have just looked to be the supreme chefs of the day, it seems.
And Scan gets some points, but it's not going to be enough. The tips are all in PC Specialist's favour, and they are the champions of Overcooked 2.
Please, everybody, give it up for your champions. Battle of the Brands 2019 is, of course, Scan Computers!
Woo! We won, and it's amazing. Like, we actually took the win again for the second time.
I'm just relieved it was too stressful. Like, at the end, I couldn't watch Overcooked against Ebuyer. I was just walking away like, please let us just win. And we've won it, and you know what, it's massive, massive relief, and I'm so happy.
Couldn't fault it as well. Couldn't fault it really. It was a team effort today, and you know we're glad to be again retaining the championship for the second time.
Well, there we have it. Scan have taken Battle of the Brands 2019. It was a lot closer this time. They didn't stomp the rest of the field. They had very stiff competition, but ultimately they have still been crowned the victors. There was still...
Well, what an amazing event Battle of the Brands is, and this year they raised a whopping £7,664 for special effects charity. Jacob the Bear from Ebuyer was full of bravado before the event, even saying he'd dye his hair the colour of the winner's brand. Well, he stayed true to his word and came into our studios to dye his hair scan blue. Unlucky Jacob, but it does bring out your eyes. And you can watch the full video of Jacob's new do at Scan's Pro Gaming Twitch channel. Now, it's that time in the show you've all been waiting for. It's the Next Level Challenge, where we put our studio guests to the test in search of the series champion. The Next Level Challenge consists of a series of games, old and new. But to make it interesting, we've thrown some curveballs in along the way. So first up in the challenge is Call of Duty Black Ops 4, set in Newtown. You must get as many kills as you can in 5 minutes. Then it's on to the VR favourite Beat Saber, but with a custom level and music track created. Third in the challenge is the nostalgic retro Windows PC classic, Space Cadet Pinball. And yes, we've made some amends to the standard setup. We've created control panels and moved them just out of reach. Last but not least, we're going ultra high tech with our racing simulator down in the Scan showroom. The challengers will need to lap the course as fast as possible after just 10 minutes practice. The top of the leaderboard at the end of the season will take home the Next Level Challenge Cup. So you guys completed the course earlier today. How do you think you got on?
I won, I bet.
Now there's confidence for you.
Yeah, he's not very good at Beat Saber, so.
Okay, that's fighting talk for you, Morph. How do you think you got on?
I'd be very surprised if I lost. Very surprised.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so that's good. We've got 2 confident competitors in today's challenge. But let's talk to you a little bit more, Morph, because you've never experienced VR before. I find this incredibly difficult to believe.
Why?
Because I've done more VR gaming than you are.
Fair enough.
Professional streamer.
Fair enough.
How was it?
It was pretty cool. It wasn't as overwhelming as I thought it would be. There's a few moments playing Beat Saber where the walls will come towards you. That was an experience. Might have embarrassed myself a tiny bit for the VR bit, just a little bit. But the rest, still be fine.
See how competitive they've got. I like it. But I'll tell you what, should we take a look at the action? So let's see how the scoring panned out. First up was Call of Duty Black Ops 4, where our players were awarded 1 point per kill. Morph got 43 kills, giving him 43 points, and Rage Darling got 45 kills, meaning she's our winner on that game with 45 points. It was extremely close with just 2 kills between the final scores, but the winner, as we've just said, was Rage Darling with 45 kills. Next, it was on to Beat Saber, where there were 5 points awarded for every 10,000 points they got in the game. Morph got a quite respectable 33,814 points, giving him 15 points for the purposes of this game. And Rage Darling got 102,728 points, meaning she totally whooped Morph and was our winner with 50 points. Absolutely no contest here. Rage Darling was just a lot better at Beat Saber, I'm afraid, Morph. Next up was Space Cadet Pinball, where points were 5 per 100,000 points in game. Morph got 1,016,250, giving him 50 points, whilst Rage Darling got 421,500, giving her 20 points. This one was not close at all. Morph absolutely destroyed Rage Darling, scoring over 1 million points versus a measly 421,000.
You Beat Sabered me.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. The whooping before feels a lot less painful.
You destroyed. We gave you destroyed.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Next, it was on to our racing simulator, and there was 1 point for each second under a 1 minute 50-second lap. Morph got 1 minute and 12 seconds, giving him 38 points. Rage Darling got 1 minute and 26 seconds, I'm afraid, meaning you got 24 points. This was looking to be a really close call until right at the end. Rage Darling was looking to be on for a 1 minute 10 second lap. Really awesome, but sadly you crashed right at the end, handing the win to Morph. So guys, I don't know if you've just done some mental arithmetic right there, but it was 2 wins each. Any ideas who might be our overall winner?
The gap in the Beat Saber was so vast, I don't know if I can find a way to bridge it.
But what about pinball? You ripped me in pinball.
Not... All right.
Okay. Are you still feeling as confident?
I don't know. I'm still kicking myself over that crash in the car racing. Maybe if I took car racing, I would feel really confident, but I don't know now.
That was very unlucky, I have to say. Okay, so shall we reveal who our overall winner from show 1 is? I'm going to make it painful. Morph, you scored a total, this is really serious, of 146 points. Rage Darling, you scored 139 points.
Yes!
I'm sure you've worked it out at home. Morph was actually our winner, although I have to say it was really close. It was really
also
close.
Never really in doubt, if we're completely honest.
Just rub my burn, why don't you?
It was a fantastic gaming experience, but I was always going to win.
That is not what you were saying earlier, I have to say.
I was convinced I was going to lose, honestly. I genuinely thought I was going to lose, so that was that's quite cool.
Yeah.
You both absolutely whooped me. I only took part in Beat Saber just for a bit of a laugh, and I was full of bravado before I stepped up because I think I'd done level 1 before, I did quite well. And then, yeah, it all sadly went wrong. So you can both take heed in the fact that you beat me.
Cool.
Does that help? Does that help at all that you beat a non-gamer? No.
Not really.
Sadly, because our Beat Saber scores were so close, it doesn't really.
Okay. Morph, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well done. You are 1 step closer to becoming our overall winner. We will have players taking part in each episode in the series of Next Level. We'll have a leaderboard, and if you happen to be at the top of the leaderboard by the end of the series, you will win this trophy.
Wow.
That is exciting, isn't it?
Very exciting.
Okay, you could be the winner, but you will have to stay tuned to all of our other episodes, as will you. So sadly, that's all for our first show. Join us next time for more Next Level. Plus, we'll have all the highlights from Epic Land 2019. See you then. Well, we hope you've enjoyed the very first episode of Next Level. If you did, then don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for loads more gaming and tech videos. And we'd love to know what you think of the show. Leave us your comments below on what you'd like to see more of next time. And until then, make sure you check out our other videos. See you soon.